Okay, there we go. Game's audio's on. Welcome everybody. Let me just fix this real quick. Here we go. And we are playing Grim Dawn again. How's everybody out there doing today? There we go. Alright, so we are at the beginning of Act 3. I looked at Spirit Guide. Sedina Spirit, what? Spirit Guide? It's all a book. It said Spirit Guide. That's not Sedina.
I sense turmoil within you.
Oh, we could undo stuff. Okay, so I think I might undo this, the Devouring Swarm. I don't really ever use it, or the Grasping Vines. Because they have 2 more points to pump into things. Hey, Paradox. It never switched. What the crap? YouTube, go home. You're drunk. It's been good. Me and the lady, we went out today, despite the weather, which is coming from Hurricane Erin. But otherwise, we're doing okay. It's a nice, calm, quiet, collected day. Yeah, YouTube can be weird, I guess. I think this turn I have to upgrade Fighter. Activating. No, we're not coastal. But winds and overcast and a little bit of rain so far all day today. Markovian's advantage. 1, 2. Well, this is to undo. Never mind.
Safe journey.
I want to do this 1, 2, 3. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, so Spirit Guide does that. I want to redo my character, essentially. Surgeon went from 1 hour to 5. Okay, you didn't wake up throughout the time, did you? That's never fun. Cross the bridge near Twin Falls to enter Homestead, or travel through Smuggler's Pass. Oh, there's home. We have to go from Twin Falls to Homestead. But also, where's my pet? And my whirlwinds. Cross the bridge or take the path. I want to see what's this way. Old Arcovia. Oh. I think this is the way to go to Broken Hills, potentially. This lightning ability is insane. I want to connect the maps. I've heard horror stories of people waking up mid-surgery, and I cannot fathom that happening. Like, what my brain would be doing, like how I would react. I'm glad to hear that everything seems to be okay. Question mark? Mark of the Traveler. Up here, food, nothing else. I feel like this club might not be what I need, even though it looks cool as heck. The Traveler goes there. Yeah, that feels a lot better. All the perks to elemental damage outweigh the brute strength of that club. I know Last Epoch's new season started today. Maybe I'll have to give that a whirl on my time off. Quest item. A fragmented passage on old Arcovia's history. Impossible to decipher without the remaining pieces. Oh. Had a game pop on your free list today. A twin-stick isometric shooter, Alienation. I can't say that's familiar, but a twin-stick shooter usually means chaos for me. Oh. Calderos, greetings, mortal. You are not like the other ghosts I've encountered. You speak of the dead roaming these ruins? No, I am willingly bound to this immortal form. They were not as fortunate. Oh. 2016. Balvaruk sounds familiar. Greetings, you do not know me, but I have heard of you. I am Balvaruk, of the Order of Death's Vigil. Your exploits lead me to believe you may just be who I need for my assignment. Yes, I am here to purge this land of several malevolent spirits. Their tainted presence has corrupted Arcovia long enough. However, my masters have underestimated the degree to which these ancient oligarchs have surrounded themselves with their former subjects. The Arcovian Undercity is swarming with the dead. I admit far more than I could handle without the aid of my brothers, but you are quickly proving to be a force of reckoning this world has never seen. Travel down to the Undercity and banish the spirits of Nomos, Dread, Laos, Vagra, and Rovena Kerr. When you are finished, seek out my companion, Calderos, at the entrance to the Steps of Torment. He will guide you to your final target. Okay, side quest unlocked. For sale. I'm also trying to find the pieces of Arcovia's history here. I'm a sucker for lore. Ding ding. Alright, so we just did that, now we do Shaman. 1. Two, 3. Give me things I don't have yet. Anything I'm missing here? I don't think so. Only I could find more shrines for devotion. We were down there already, okay. I have to get into the Undercity, take care of all the dead, specifically 3. There's a shrine. Fire burn. Hold on to it. It's got the numbers. Start the fight. For selling, for selling, for selling. Right, we have another devotion point. Alright, so we did this guy. What was the one that we were going to start working on next? I don't know. Hey, Thea, how you doing? This is called Grim Dawn. I'm playing like an electric build on my shaman. I never really play characters that are like the shaman. But I figured why not try something new on something new. I want to do the anvil, that's right. Anvil and the something else. I remember talking about this. Defensive, physique, armor. This. We started doing all of the offensive stuff. But how you doing there, Panda? Not this guy. Physical and bleed? No, we want... Elemental cost. Electric... I think it was Owl. Tired and freaked out because school is back next week. Ah, I understand completely. I'm doing okay. Just relaxing. Today is the last night of well, not the last night, but it's my birthday's tomorrow. So just kind of taking it easy. Cunning, elemental resistance. Plus 30% to all damage. I think we'll do Owl. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday. I'm gonna do 2 streams tomorrow. One at the normal time like this, and one earlier in the day. And what we play so far, I have a poll up on my YouTube community tab. We're just gonna wing it and play whatever. Okay, back to, oh well, thank you very much. We see a star, which means, yep, go into here. Ruin entrance. So this is where I have to go to get to the Undercity to do the side quest that I just picked up. Okay. But this is like, this is an ARPG from 2016, I believe. Everything is all handcrafted. There's no procedural generation in this whatsoever, so everything has a purpose for the layout and the design. Which makes it really cool for people like me who like to dig up lore and read it all. If there was only a game called Wing It. Hey, Gunboat, how you doing? Yeah, if there only was a game called Winging It, I'd be set for the game plan tomorrow. There's a couple of ideas I have. Like, we can just play random demos like we did that one day with the Next Fest demo thing. Thank you, Willie. Glad to hear you're doing okay. It's always very pleasant. Well, thank you very much. Well, what you can do, Panda, if you go over to YouTube and you... Let me see if I have it on here. Do I have it, exclamation YT? Watch it not work. There we go. If you go to my YouTube, every stream I do, I simulcast, I dual stream. So I stream on Twitch and I stream on YouTube at the same time. So all of my streams will be there in perpetuity for you to watch as a VOD. It's not the same because you're not participating, I understand, but if you just want to vibe out and chill, you can do that. Treasure trove. This chest is locked with heavy chains. It will take 1 dynamite to open. I have dynamite. Elixir of Aether. This is cool, but I don't think I need all those buffs. They don't vibe with my build. The 2 things I never do is I always play like just random fighters or necromancers. So I didn't want to go necromancer with this. So I decided to go shaman because it wasn't just a straight up fighter. It had like a bunch of elemental stuff to it, which is cool. I just finished playing Last Epoch. As a pure fighter, essentially, a void knight, which is cool. I want to do something different. Also, I just realized I don't have my buddy. One-handed, no thanks. I need 2 hands. What's in here? Another forgotten passage. Okay, that's 2 passages. Oh, it pointed me out to the forgotten passage. That's kind of cool. You already follow me on YouTube? Okay. Yeah, well, every stream I do, and have been doing for the past, like, 2 years, maybe a little more, have been put on both YouTube and Twitch. I try to organize it by, like, game name. There's playlists in case you like a specific game. There we go. All that stuff. Each time you play RPG, I choose Necromancer. I don't like risking your life, so I send it... Exactly. I just like the spooky vibes they give, to be honest. But I think the next time I play Last Epoch, I might play the new... I think it's a new class that they came out with, where it's more like a hunter with pets instead of like necromancy with skelly bellies. Ruin entrance? No, we're not going to go there yet. There was another... Depths of Old Arcovia, Ancient Lectern. So that's the other part I need to do. Yeah, at some point tomorrow, I don't know exactly when it's going to be. Ooh, Old Arcovia completed. Relic Inferno. Elixir of Aether. Okay, and then Last Days of Arcovia. As I write this, dark columns of smoke billow up from the port where the madness long pullulating in the restive populace has finally boiled over. A blazing merchant's galley, abandoned by its crew and freed by its moorings, plows into a group of fishing boats, wood splintering, the fire quickly spreading among the sails. I hear shouting in the courtyard below and the clash of iron not far beyond. Woman screams repeatedly, her words indiscernible. For so long we feared our doom would come from the barbarous mountain tribes, but in the end we've been the instruments of our own demise, helped along by the insidious promises of necromancers. It is not yet 2 moons since the great rituals were undertaken, led by our ever-reaching oligarchs. The ritual is intended to bring them immortality and ensure the lasting greatness of Arkovia. Ever the skeptic, I figured it for a sham, political theater at best, but the ritual seems to have been a tragic success. Hey, Sadistic, how you doing, buddy? Stream. Yeah, I'm streaming tomorrow, twice. I'm gonna stream normal time, so for you, like 1 and 1:30 in the morning, but then also much earlier. So for me, it's 7 p.m. It's 7:40 in the evening. I plan on maybe doing one around like noon my time for a couple hours, take a break, and then do this. But that stream, it's not going to be more Grim Dawn. It's going to be something else. Maybe like, I don't know. I got to figure something out. But yeah, just figure pop on early because everybody says just wing it, play it, whatever. So I'll do that. If you don't manage to join along, well, thank you, Sadistic. Appreciate it very much. But yeah, we're just gonna be having a chill time tomorrow. Yeah. The ritual was the invention of a necromancer named Baruch, a man imprisoned in the steppes of torment, who it is said did not age and could not be killed by any means. The leaders of the 3 greatest houses, including my own patron, Laudus Vagra, made an ill-conceived journey to the tower in hopes of compelling this Baruch to give up his secrets. Here, immortality worked against Baruch as he was subjected to the most brutal and imaginative forms of torture that could be devised for a man who could not die. Finally, Baruch agreed to instruct them in the ritual, and the oligarchs, blinded by their lust for immortality, were all too eager to believe his will broken and accepted the ritual as genuine. But you buy a good cake at least before. Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, the plan is tomorrow morning to go to breakfast at this place that we have been eyeing for like the year and a half that we've lived here. Go there for breakfast, then relax. Depending on the weather, maybe just chill in the house or maybe go out and then stream, break for food, stream, call it a night. Wait, you found a Paradox. You found a game called Wing It. It's a board game currently sold at Barn. Really? Cool. All right, let's go back to the lore bomb. Some of these lore bombs are huge. It has become clear that the people of Arkovia have indeed gained a form of immortality, but it is a cruel and twisted fulfillment of that promise. Our bodies still suffer the ravages of time, eventually dying and decaying, whilst our spirits remain trapped within, eternally bound to this land. I have witnessed this myself as the sick and elderly near death at the time of the ritual remain with us yet. Their bodies visibly decay in the manner of a corpse, yet they continue on as though living, able to move and talk, still much the same person as they were in life, yet not. All who suffer this death of body become somehow less vital, less dynamic of thought. They become ever more narrowly focused on whatever concerned them most in life. It is disturbing to witness families that do not know what to do with their deceased, yet still present, loved ones. More horrible still, the rumors of babies born since the ritual, abominations they say, deformed and bearing dark grisly feathers. It is said that many forlorn new fathers have been seen trekking into the broken hills, bundle in arm, to leave their unnatural offspring to the elements. The din of fighting and wailing continues below. I expect it shall for quite some time, since the combatants cannot die by any mortal means. I will sit with my book and continue my writing for whatever time may remain, perhaps all eternity. Theodocus Vagra. Well, that was basically confirming the stuff that we heard from other stuff we picked, like other notes we picked up. One-handed sword, no thanks. About the helm. Physical damage goes up. Aether damage goes up. Elemental resistance. I'll pick that up. What if I put this on now? Wait, hold on. This gets that. I do this. I don't think it's worth it. It's got an 8 out of 10 score. So there's also a game on Steam called Winging It. There's a young owl. That's kind of funny. There we go. Know that there's more creatures and like enemies down here I have to like take care of as per the wishes of Uroboros. That's the necromancer. The dude up top is the necromancer who cursed Arkovia, I believe. Hey, come back. Hey. Thank you. I like how it channels through people, too. So it's not like it just affects the mobs directly in front of me anymore. It channels. This is a nice little build I've got going, so I like it. I like it. Oh, I can't break that up. Or could I? I don't think I can. Polished emerald. Also seems like these guys get electrocuted, which is nice. No, there's lightning damage and electrocute damage. That's ruin entrance. Probably gonna put this back as summon Briarthorn. Okay. I can't go there to finish that up. Which makes me sad. Why can't I blow that up? Alright, so I've slayed Nomos Dread. Loudus Vagra is the next person I gotta go after. Now, does this let me out? Or is this going to go further down? Oh, it's another way. I want to know where I go to use these recipes that I've acquired. Also got to figure out, I've reached Despise with the Arkovian Undead, which is good, because I'm not supposed to be, their good side. Alright, what's up with this connection up here? Oh, that doesn't connect, okay. So we have to go this way. I'm just gonna lean back and relax tonight. Is this over here? No, no. Through there. Oh, is anybody also a fellow metalhead here? Oh god, that's both of them, isn't it? Enemy hero. Powers, that's another hero. It's not necessarily the guy I'm looking for. Because, what's his name? Brent Hines from Mastodon passed away yesterday. Formerly of Mastodon passed away. Oh, that's good on the armor. One-handed? Nope. Well, let's see what the armor we just picked up is good for. Boots I can't wear. Why? Player level, okay. Player level. Blade Dancer's Talisman. Ingredients. Okay. Physical damage, damage to beat skin. Damage, bleeding. Which one's the crushing? Oh, I forgot to do this too. Physique and cunning. No, that doesn't work. And that ups the DPS like crazy. Yeah, I'll do that. Nothing there. Ding. We're dinging up pretty good here. I like it. Now we do fighter. One. There we go. What else we got going on here? This lightning is getting kind of serious and I like it. Stuff that was up here, yeah. I can't go across there though, it's fine. Treasure chest. Tremor. What's that a blueprint for? Two-handed mace. Oh, hello. A lot of stuff. Rare two-handed mace. No, I want something that does lightning damage. And my physical damage is converted to lightning. Oh, that's why this thing is doing so well. 20, what was it, 21 or 41 or something like that. 41 of my physical damage is converted to lightning damage with this weapon. That's why everything's just melting. Got decently high physical, and now it's all going to elemental. Or a little less than half of it's going to elemental, I should say. That one's closed off. It looks like this is the way I have to go, so I'm going to double back for a second. Because there was definitely a crumbling wall, which means that there's secrets or like a path that it could go do. It's secrets. Sure. Plus 12% to all damage. I'll sell it. I'll sell that thing. What else do we have to do here? Probably should put this up closer. There we go. Won't occur. That's the baddie. Plus 11 to all damage, lightning resistance, and then two-handed ranged? No thanks. I'm now respected with the rovers. Somebody respects me out there. Rare chest armor. Nope. Gonna sell it. Pop it with this. There's a lot going on here. Relentless steel longsword of alacrity, one-handed, no thanks. Okay, there we go. New area. Alright, can't go that way. Two-handed mace. Okay, let me see the stuff I just picked up. Anything I could use currently. Acquired level 32. So I'm getting like way too high level stuff. That's probably better. This is going garbage. This is going garbage. 228. Electrocute, elemental. Yeah, this is going here. I think. Yeah. What can I put on boots? Shields, all armor. And rings. Head, amulets, medals. More armor. Nothing here for, like, feet. Physical damage retaliation. Maybe the spined carapace? I don't know. Medals and amulets. Oh, this actually highlights what could be used in there. That's kind of cool. Health regen, movement speed, slow resist. That's you. You get... You're gonna get... I don't know. I don't quite know. This already has something on it. So that's kind of cool seeing, like, it highlights what can be used. Bring these down here, right? It's only when it's worn. Okay. Zeke, Cunning Spirit. Yeah. Everything has something attached to it except this guy. Physical damage. Yeah, why not? There we go. Everything has something. Who are you? Dude just one-shot me into oblivion. And I don't have any way of getting back there fast. Well, that was a big old bunch of ouch. Did I leave you here from before? That dude's about 4 levels above me. I want to see what's over here first, because it seems like there's another ruined shrine somewhere, according to the big map. Come on here, Fido. No, now we gotta fight these. There we go. Getting all wrapped up in side quests. Alright, here. Boom, 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 boom. Any jelly? Yeah, give me that royal jelly. We're just plowing through this, okay. Twilight Signet. Light radius, sell it. Physical fire, cold, sell it. Oprax, okay. Lightning damage. Okay, hello. Physical fire, burn. Sure. Alright. So that's everything here. Okay. Next zone. God damn, I love the lightning. Who are these jokers? Julius Cole, hold up there, traveler. You wouldn't want this pretty lady's brains to spill all over the ground, would you? Let's see some iron. Please do something. He's going to kill me. Well. Oh, it was a robbery thing. Like, got it. They pretend to be being robbed or whatever, and then I hand over monies, and I'm the sucker. I'm wondering why I attacked that person. Let's get my stuff back. But also, where the heck is my stuff? This way. It's this one, right? Yeah, we need food. Markovian Undercity entrance. So I have to go down there to do my main quest. I guess this is the Smuggler's Passway. Also, do I have any points? Yes. Let's give you pistol. 231. Physical fire, burn. No. No. No, no. No, no. All this stuff is no. Pierce fire. Nope. Thought I picked up like an amulet or something that was pretty good for me. Unless I'm wearing it, that ring already? No, it was like I love. Oh, it's all this stuff here that's I can't use just yet. Yeah, this one. Light level 32. All right, so hold on to this guy. Amulet, metal. Hunting 217 and level 31. So maybe we'll go with this guy for my gun in a minute. Yeah. Okay. I got my stuff all figured out now. There we go. Okay. I had to go through 3 zones just to get my stuff back. I guess I can go over here now and find these areas that I didn't go through before. What's in here? Oh. Had the wrong weapon picked. Do 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 do. Whoa! Get out of here! This, and then I think that's basically everything over here. Oh, we could have connected this whole time? So I have the electricity chain. I also have the water, the tsunami thing. What's this give me? Scavenged plating. Can I not go through here? How do I... I thought I had dynamite. Yeah, I gotta go around this whole thing again. So this is for we need food. Before we an undercity exit. Oh, we gotta go back and get our stuff. So that was the way just to go through for the main campaign. This is the way to go through the Steps of Torment. How do I get to... maybe I have to go through the next 2 zones in order to do that. I don't know. I wish they did the overlay map. PoE does, Diablo does. I think even Slormancer did that. Alright, before we get to the Bane bad guy, we're going to drop a portal. So that we don't have to do this again in case we don't make it. Hey guy, come here. There's also, where my corpse is, there's a ton of XP that I dropped because that's how you... that's your penalty for dying in this game. You don't drop your loot, you drop XP. Right, can't go that way, I have to go through all this nonsense. Yeah, you're basically going back and getting it Dark Souls style, but like, I don't know how much of it I dropped. I basically have to go around all of this. But everything's already been cleared out for the most part. It's just the inconvenience of having to walk the whole thing. So I'm going to drop a portal, this thing. That big old red flashy flash outside the boss's chamber. So that in case of emergency, do that. We go into here. Floor 3. Floor 3 is where the boss was. Portcullis should have been my main guess, like my main showing. Like, yeah, that's a door to a fight. All right, this guy can one-shot you. Be careful. There goes all of his minions.
Skill's not ready.
Okay, this man hits hard.
That skill's not ready.
He also hits me with that weakened nonsense. Not a fan. Literally one-shotted, dude. That's gross. Good news, everyone. We're going right back. What? Yep, I lost about 1,000 on that one. This is personal now. I'm going to kill that thing. Yeah, you gain most of it back, not all of it. I do like that he stays at his health. Oh, he regained. Son of a bitch.
I can't do that yet.
When he swings, when he goes to one up that big, the big weapon hit, that's when I run. You do like 3,000 to 4,000 every flourish.
Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet.
What? $14,000. That was too close. $5,000. Go ahead and try to swing at me. Got him. That guy was not cool. This goes here. Guardsman, right? Defender. Fire cold. Offensive ability. This might be where to go. Rated skills. When brandishing 2 pistols. Alright, so just plop that on. Bristly fur. Alright, so now that this is happening here. Keep all this. Ruined Shrine. Chilled Steel offer. No. How long is Grim Dawn? I don't know. I'm in Act 3 already, so it as long as you start, you could probably plow through a lot of the campaign if you ignore the side stuff, but I like the side stuff. Gives you like a better view of the whole world they're building, and also like in my brain it's like people put a lot of time and effort into this. Like I'm gonna play it. Floor 2. If I look up, hold on, let's see. How long to beat Grim Dawn? It could be 21 hours, it could be 48 hours, or it could be 212 hours. That's a lot of hours. It's basically how deep down the rabbit hole do you want to go? I think we're gonna, at least on stream, we're just gonna do campaign, as much side quest as we can while doing the campaign. Yeah, pick it up. Well, a lot of ARPGs are like that because it's like every little thing that you can do, how long will it take you to, like, how long will it take you to complete it? That's basically what it's saying. Please stay your weapon mortal. I ask only that you hear out my plea. What do you need? Many ages ago, my people made a grave mistake, and now we pay for our hubris, eternally bound to this land. But our children do not deserve the fate placed upon them by our curse. My daughter Lutra now stalks the broken hills as a hideous harpy. That's what they are, harpies with the wings and the claws, yeah. She suffers for my sins in the body of a monster, bitter, twisted, and having never known a mother's love. Please, mortal, find my daughter, deliver a swift and merciful end to her eternal torment. If you do this for me, I'll gladly give my essence to you. Strengthen yours. So we're in the Broken Hills, huh? Go in there. Alright, now we have a portal to the Broken Hills. I'm gonna go back to town. Winging It is a free game. Looks odd. I'll check it out in a minute. I'll do it now. Hold on. Winging It. Winging It. Play as a young owl born into a desert full of tasty prey and scary predators. That is a weird one. Oh, it's a runner. It's a scrolling runner game. I get it.
See anything you like?
Sell this better. Sell that. I did say we were gonna wing it, so maybe I just roll with the punches there. I don't know. There's a couple of demos and like things I saw that were pretty cool. The stuff here is all getting sold off, I think I said, right? Yeah. Now this here, 228. No. Physical damage, fire damage, burn damage, offensive ability. Health, no. Twilight Signet, no. No, I think... Let's just do fire burn. No, this is like... Well, it does more physical damage, then physical damage gets turned into lightning damage. It might make sense to do it. I'm gonna try it. Where'd my boar bristles go? I just sold them, didn't I? Forgot I was in there. Armor, cunning physique, spirit. Maybe I'll do that one. Let's see how this one works out. But now that I sold everything off. Or who's the schematic person? That would be you? Oh, Kasparov.
Come. We have an errand you must perform immediately.
Do we?
At once. Do not tarry. There are experiments to be run, and Darlet and I require explosive materials immediately. No time for questions. These magical artifacts aren't going to break themselves down, now are they? Are you still here? Head to the mines around the Arcovian foothills and Old Arcovia immediately.
Will this suffice?
Oh, good. Let us start the experiment immediately. Of course. I am fully confident that it will function as intended.
Oh.
Well, there may be a slight chance that we will tear apart reality when the artifact is consumed by the conflagration, but chances of that are very low. So low.
Give me 1 second here. I want to try something here. All right. Let's go with that instead. This can't end well.
I was correct. Just look at these wonderful components. We can finally begin studying artifacts properly. If only the Erelon Museum Society could see me now, they would be absolutely furious. Oh, and if you wish, you can have Dalek break down any items you've...
Something broken down?
Oh, this is dismantle, break unwanted items down to their component parts, which can be used for crafting. Oh. I have no dynamite, though. So if I salvage this, using to salvage the component, part will destroy the item and any augments. Salvage the item, destroy any component. I don't know what's that. I don't know, man. I just don't know much. Okay. So we did everything here. I have to go to right outside the broken there, old Sears. Hey, Hen, how you doing? There's actually a lot of stuff left to do. Okay. Oh, port there. Is there more stuff up here? I feel like there's stuff up here. Like, why is this so awesomely huge? I'm doing okay, man. Just doing Steps of Torment. Okay. The Broken Hills go south of the Steps of Torment. We explore north. Right. The Steps of Torment are down here. We've also got to kill that one person's kid who is a harpy now. That looks like a harpy nest. Yeah, these are harpies. Boom. Harpy Flesh Ripper. That sounds cozy. Actually, fur comes off of harpies. Cool. Cool. Imagine if I get to the daughter who's a harpy, and then it's like, hey, I'm sentient. I'm not a mindless flesh ripper. You dumb. Don't kill me. Rotting corpse. What's down here? Wrathwing. Blaze Wing. It really does help when they're all like rank and file standing in a line. Level up. Soldier time. Where are they going for these things? So, shield. No, we're not doing shield stuff. One more tanky. And then we have physique. What is over here? Steps of Torment entrance. Nice. I want to get up there. Oh, there's steps, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know if I answered you beforehand. I'm sorry if I didn't, but I'm doing okay. I just looked and saw you wrote a thing there, and I don't remember if I responded. Alright, well, as long as there's nothing new, then we're all okay here. I did answer okay. I get so distracted, dude. So distracted. Alright, so we're doing this. The old scars. Alderos, you're gonna tell me things now. You have done as we asked. I am pleased to see this. The oligarchs are gone. With their corrupted souls destroyed, this land will begin to heal in time. What I must ask of you next is far more dire challenge. What's next? The Grand Priest Zarthuzelen was the Arcovian upon whose word all Arcovian necromancers were banished to the Steps of Torment. So they're the person in charge of banishing all the necromancers. Got it. Even in death, he continues to gather lost souls of Arcovia to his mad word. The time has come to scatter his flock and erase this stain upon the world for good. You must travel deep within the Steps of Torment. On the 3rd floor, you will find the priest at his desecrated altar. Purge him from this place, and I shall join you below. Eyes of Flame. Burn damage over 3 seconds. Fire burn. That's cool looking, but it's a little different than this guy, which is very different than this guy. Alright, Steeps or Steps of Torment, here we go. It would be terrible if I ran into a boss that was lightning resistant. Physical Aether. Sell it. go through here. So tomorrow's Friday, right? How's everybody's week been, and what do you guys got planned for the weekend coming up? Ocean Tsunami's level 7. Really? That's cool, dude. You gonna stream more game dev stuff? Or just like gaming streaming, chatting streaming? What you planning on doing, buddy? Mask of Illusions. Ooh. Mark of Illusions. Working on Steam, trying to promote. Oh, okay. On stream, not on Steam, on stream. You alright down there? Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go take care of Bug. BRB, please. And I'm back. That's a cool idea, Hen. Like a game that from start to finish on stream. So that's gone there. I had to step away to go kill a gigantic bug downstairs. I heard Pixie screaming. Yeah, I'd watch the hell out of that. Give me some insight on how things are done. And whether or not my silly ideas can become reality. Sort of frostbite, one-handed, no thank you. Okay. I guess I still kind of became a necromancer-ish person. Like, I have pets and stuff in this on this build. But it's not dependent on the pets to do my stuff. Ooh, lightning damage. Ancient armor plate goes here. Rare heavy helm. Lightning damage, vitality damage, electrocute damage. I think I'm gonna take this guy. See how that works for me. I think a bunch of small games inside as a collection of games. You mean like WarioWare? And like how awesome that game is? Or like, what was that one game that was a collection of 50 games that you have to beat in order to beat the game? UFO or something like that? Doesn't sound like a bad idea. It just sounds like someone who just... whoever you told that idea to. Probably, I have no idea, so I'm just totally making this up as I go along. It's the kind of person that doesn't come up with their own original ideas, but will instantly trash on something because they don't get it. Yeah, that game did wonders. Like, did numbers, did great. I'd go for it, dude. They were game devs too, so they probably just couldn't wrap their head around the idea of doing that. I've been guilty of that in the past when it comes to like coding things. I would just like instantly shit on something that I didn't understand. But then like, given time for it to sink in, it's like, oh wait, no, that could be kind of cool. It's like the default. Ooh. Ooh. All damage, lightning that. Yeah, let's put that on. It's an amulet. Maybe let's go up there. Attuned lodestone. That works just fine. You need to put actually too many people would just relax. Yeah. I think all you have to really worry about is putting effort into the game to make it, or them, as good as they can be, and that should speak for itself. The best kind of marketing is word of mouth. Half the time I see cool games with games on Steam with like really cool trailers and like descriptions that are like, wow, that seems like something that'd be kind of cool. And then I get access to it and play it, and I'm like, this isn't what I was told it was going to be. But then, like, you see games that are like, all right, and then you hear from friends like, oh no, this game slaps. It has a little bit more credence to it. Yeah, Vampire Survivors at first, yeah. I wish people weren't such garbage humans and could behave themselves so that comments on Crunchyroll didn't have to get taken away from the entirety of the fan base. Because I loved watching an anime and seeing what people had to say about it, or like talking about other animes that were just like the one I just watched. That was like my favorite thing about Crunchyroll. But then people got to be too comfortable with anonymity, and they took it away from everybody. Two-handed axe. Ooh. No, they're heavy sword. Wait. I have to wait on that one. Oh, people were getting xenophobic and They really liked to wear their hats. Like, they're the people who wore hats a lot. Just saying really dumb things on there. Which is wild because you're paying to trash talk people. Make it make sense. But yeah, because of how bad it got, they didn't want to have to keep going around and monitoring and policing all the comments. So they just said, you know what? Now nothing gets comments. I need to move.
I can't do that yet.
That guy was a monster. Literally and figuratively. So now when I go on to Crunchyroll, I see the suggested things or whatever's in the carousel up top that tells you like, okay, here's the newish things that are around. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I immediately look at the stars, how many stars and how many people have rated it. So like currently I'm watching Dr. Stone. Because it had a crap ton of people who have left a review of it, and it was fairly high. And I gotta say, I'm not upset about it. Any kind of revenants seem to be a little bit resistant to elemental damage, which makes my build kind of like a glass cannon. Curse lifted. The conduit? Oh, fire, cold, and lightning damage. I have not played Baldur's Gate 3. No. There we go. Haven't finished Act 3. Yeah, that's what I heard a lot about it. Like, Act 3 kind of just fell off a little bit. Act 1 was great, Act 2 was good, and then Act 3 was short by comparison to Act 1. But people were like, that's kind of odd. Got that stuff there. There was a chest over here somewhere. There it is up top. Alright, now that everything's been explored, I forgot another shrine. Oh, another shrine. That means we have... Oh, I have 2 points over here. What do we do? Owl? Really should focus on Anvil next. What is that? The live action what? Here's a boss. Brand Priest, huh? Swapping weapons wasn't the best idea right before a boss battle. Tank it. You can tank it. You tanked it. Good. You have destroyed the priest. It is finished. My master will be pleased for your service. I bestow upon you this key. It is the only way to unlock the ancient places of this world. Oh. Moron High School, Host Club, Slice of Life with a ton of humor based from tropes of the... Oh, okay. Ancient places. Many doors were sealed long ago by ancient powers now lost. The doors before you were secured by such means, but I must warn you, the key will be destroyed once used, and the doors will not remain open for long. Once inside, the only way out is past the Lord Executioner or through death. Alcamos. He was the Yarkovian charged with Ouroboros' torment. Now he will suffer for all eternity. Sealed off by Ouroboros himself after he doomed the Yarkovians to their lifeless fate. Beyond them are the Yarkovians he cursed to all eternity. Who was Ouroboros? He was a great scholar and master of necrotic arts. His greatest and most terrible achievement was turning the Yarkovians' lust for mortality against them. I can't reopen the doors. Why are you serving Balvaruk? Sworn to protect him even death, he has proven to be the most interesting companion in my afterlife. It was a place of torture and lifelong imprisonment for those the Yarkovians deemed unworthy of their perfect society. In the end, it served as a prison for all necromancers. Okay. Wire skeleton key. Well, we do this now. We're constantly fighting 4 levels above where we are. Oh, that was there. Suffering? The name of this one? We have to go through this and kill the executioner to get out of here. Or to die. I don't want to die, mans. Nope, 200. Still not strong enough. Nope, nope, nope. The writings of Zarthuzelen. The one they call Ouroboros makes mockery of the gods. The Lord Executioner cut at his flesh, but the wounds refuse to bleed. His limbs grow back. His skin is impervious to flame. I believe the time has come for me to descend into the vile place and deal with the heathen myself. We shall see how he reacts to the cleansing flame of the divine. Oh. That's probably what did the man's in. Unless he's still in here? I don't know. Nothing here. All the range damage is really not good for me. I may be in over my head. Yup. Okay. Well, that was fun. And I can't get back there. Why am I on less health? Is it because of something I swapped? Yeah. What did I swap? Something here ain't right. I was at 4,000 and now I'm at less. Hold on to this guy.
Come see what's left of my wares.
That's what it was. So this guy here. I think I need that more than everything else. Okay.
See you around.
All right, so we have to go to the Broken Hills again and kill Lutra. I'm not gonna go back in that place because I don't have another skeleton key. All the way back down here. I'm using this sword now instead. Seemed like everything inside that area before was just way too strong for me. Where's this taking me? Lutra. Where in the world is Lutra? She hasn't shown up anywhere on these. There's no star yet on the mini-map. We're going to avoid the steps. we've been here before. Not this way. Gargantuan stone tusk. Amethyst ring of the Drangul. The Drangul. Sell it. A merciful end. There you are. Nice. I like the sword I have, actually. Turn to outside the Arcovian Undercity entrance. Wait, the Arcovian Undercity entrance? That's so far away, dude. Nice. I think because this sword does a little bit of everything, it's better than the one that's... I think it's better than the scythe that I had. I think. Broken Hills Rift. He's right there. I thought it was further away we had to go. I've killed your daughter, as requested. I can no longer sense my daughter's anguished presence. Is it finished? Yes, thank you. One attribute point. Oh! Delivered my poor daughter from an eternity of lonely suffering, fear, and hate. Now I shall repay you with the only way that I can. One of these points, huh? Thank ye. Okay. And now we go back to our portal. Okay. Where do I find fabric in this game as well? Because the seamstress needs some fabric. Oh, whole map. If I'm here... we go to the north? No, we don't, because you can't. Alright, so we have a devotion point for the last part of the owl. Cool, 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 cool. And then we also level up. Cool. Alright, dead end. So now all we're trying to do is cross over to Homestead.
Watch your back.
You don't smell like one of Elsa, isn't that the lady? Yeah. My name is Elsa, then a mutual friend is looking for you. I can only assume you mean Mornay. Idiot nearly got me killed out in old Arkovia. Bandits got us in the night, drawn to his damn fire. They tied me up and dragged me back towards their camp, probably to share me with the rest of the gang. Shame for them, they weren't very good at tying knots. I slit their throats while they slept and made off on my own. Why didn't you return? Well, I thought he was dead, but knowing he's back in Devil's Crossing makes me even less inclined to return. He's not a bad man, but I can't stand having him fawning all over me like a replacement for his dead wife. He believes there is some great romance between us and refuses to accept that I have no such feelings. It'd be better that he believes I'm dead. The last thing I need is a lovesick fool pursuing me through this hellish world. Hey Frank, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? I encountered another survivor from Devil's Crossing just recently who convinced me that Homestead was a place where I can help make a difference. Never got a name, but he cooked a fine meal and told me many remarkable stories about political intrigues in the time of the Empire. Then he set off by himself. He just got up in the dark of night and told me he was heading out on as he had urgent business in Homestead. I warned him that it would be wise to wait until the trolls and Ethereals fought it out in Smuggler's Pass, but he said that he could pass unseen between them if he was alone. Sounds crazy to me, but he was a likable fellow, and I hope he fared better than I expected. Thanks, but I have no plans to return there. I'd rather find my fate. Okay, what can you tell me of here? Doing good? Nice, dude. I can tell you it's swarming with trolls and harpies, and that your best bet would be to leave by whatever way you got here. I was headed for Smuggler's Pass, which leads through the mountains, but found it's become a battleground between troll tribes and ethereals. If you're not familiar with trolls and their ilk, they have a perverse predilection to abduct and keep humans as mates. That's not the fate I have planned for myself, nor is possession, so I'm biding my time, looking for another way through. Not sure how you meant that, but in either case, no. I've never seen a troll until after Grim Dawn. Just heard the odd tales of travelers gone missing or abductions from villagers in the mountains. Apparently there were a lot of them living up in these remote parts. A lot more of them up in these remote parts than anyone realized. In some folklore, trolls are as primitive, or a primitive ancestor of humankind that never advanced beyond their bestial impulses. Others say their terrible result in generations of inbreeding among small mountain tribes. They're temperamental, greedy, and extremely violent, with just enough cunning to be dangerous. Okay, good luck out here. So we found Elsa, but she is not going back to Devil's Crossing. Gotta tell Mornay to move on, buddy. She ain't coming back. I saw something glide up over here. Yeah, exactly. By way of song, lady, just let it go. But no, Elsa's not the one who's gotta let it go. It's, the Mornay dude. Who basically is the reason why she got locked up. Hunters. Nice. Also, I was just about to come across this hunter camp. I love my lightning build here. I'm glad I did not opt for the gun, dude. The gun class. I'm liking this. I also picked up a sword now that does lightning, frost, and fire damage, more so than the scythe I had before. The scythe had some pretty cool abilities to convert stuff into lightning damage. Exactly. Double touched. Mutated scales. Double touched ammo. Fire, chaos, burn. Okay. There's this chunk over here we didn't go through. There is a meal here. Delicious. Hellmane. Adios, Hellmane. Yeah, when you start to do like the actual story quests, like the main story, Smuggler's Pass, you level up pretty quickly too. Let me out of here. Done with the trolls yet. This is all just hunters. Alright, now we go into the Smuggler's Passway. Okay. This is where we are. We have to get up to there. So we are in Smuggler's Pass now. Cool beans. This don't look too good here. Hey, Ben. Ben Scub. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? You alright? Now I have that song in my head, Frank. Haldrock, the Warmonger. See you never. Shoulder plates of destruction. This actually might be good. I just need more physique. Two-handed sword, lightning. Lightning. Did I lose? I like this. I know. I think I was watching somebody who was singing, I think it was AC/DC. And they wound up getting a copyright strike. Crazy how that works, right? I do wish YouTube implemented a VOD track like Twitch has. That's a behemoth of a troll. We're exploring everything before we move on. That's just how I doze the rolling over here. Because they don't play the song through completely, there's very loose rules for music reacts. So like I don't think I could just play a game here with no commentary and monetize it, because it's technically I'm not adding anything to the broadcast. Then you could argue the same with my commentary, but because there's nothing original being done, they could, if they wanted to, copyright strike. What the hell is this stuff? With Music Reacts channels. Yep, this hurts. That hurts tremendously. As long as you don't play it straight through for the whole song, and if like you're watching the music video, you don't have the video taking up more than a certain percentage of the screen, it's okay. Also, it's up to the copyright holder whether or not they, pursue action. Sometimes a lot of the Music Reacts people are well known enough where they get the okay beforehand to do it. It is, because that's the way things are these days. It sucks. I Like, it could be like, you can do it so long as you have XYZ in the description. You make note that, you know, this is who, what. Obviously, you know, if you're listening to like a System of a Down react, you know the person who's reacting is not in System of a Down kind of thing. But there's all kinds of rules and stuff. I never really like read the playbook, so to speak. Oh, this guy's got a purple name. We don't mess with him. We have to mess with him though. I'm gonna die.
Can't do that yet.
Move, you silly, silly. Can't tank that. Cannot tank that. Need 1,000. Oof. Constitution is failing me.
That skill's not ready.
There we go. Oh my goodness. A lot of blueprints. By fair use, and if you slightly change what people hear, yeah. Well, no, with those ones, they're playing exactly the track. It's just they can't play it more than a certain amount of time, I think. Without interrupting it or something like that, unless they have the go ahead to. Yeah, exactly, Paradox. Okay, we're level 31 now. We could wear some things. Oh, I can't wear these yet. I could put this gun in my hand, though. I can't do anything about this guy. Now I have a gun. I like my sword attacks better. Nah, that's not John Wick time. Ah, this stuff hurts. Most of the abilities that I've unlocked for Shaman requires like two-handed weapons. There's a two-handed gun I could use, which I think I have here. But that gun is not my favorite. It's always weird to me when they mix like fantasy with modern-ish stuff. Dead Man's Gulch? So we're all the way over here. Okay. What the hell is this stuff? I don't want to touch the green junk, man. Oh, hello, people. Trisha Winborough. My husband won't last out here much longer. We've been without food for days, and our water is nearly gone too. Now help us. Like many that set out with us, I was a soldier before we retired to farmlands granted us by the Empire. We knew how to fight, and we fared better against the zombies than other groups we've encountered. That is, until the corrupt trolls appeared and drove us to the mountains, killing dozens of my brethren. Now, this is all that remains, and only by the valor of Olgrim, a man who fights like a devil. I don't know where he came from, and I don't think he is mortal. But if he could hold off these monsters forever, we will soon succumb. To the elements. Or even if. I hope you can help him deliver us from this place of death. I survived 2 campaigns in the Northlands, only to be driven off my hard-won lands by half-troll scum. Now, in the time of the Empire's greatest need, I'm a used-up old man with one eye and a limp. What a shame that I am alive while so many brave veterans fell to see the rest of us this far. All the more so that I've beheld this man, Olgrim, seemingly appear in age, but who yet fights with a ferocity I could not match in my prime. His speed and skill is like nothing I've witnessed, even in all my years in the battlefield. I hope you can help these people, but if not, I thank you for trying. Maybe it's best that my journey ends here. I'm just a burden now to those who are still fit to carry on the fight. My sister is as good as dead. Gods take me already. I've already been through hell. All right, so these guys are on they're like down bad.
Old friend from Devil's Crossing. I had a feeling you'd be making your way through here.
What are you doing out here?
I haven't been entirely honest with you. I'm not a chef, not by profession anyway, although maybe that would have been a better path. As it is, I'm an assassin and former First Blade of the Aralon Emperor. It's a title I've not always been proud to bear, as my line of work has not always been virtuous, but I dealt with threats to the Empire. Now all of humanity is threatened by foes more deadly than anything we've faced before. It is, however, a time when I can put my talents to a more noble purpose. You haven't been entirely forthright with me either, Taken, but don't worry. I'm the keeper of many secrets.
So this is the person that Elsa saw also. What'd you call me?
Taken? Well, formerly so, if we get down to semantics. The ethereal left you just before you hanged to death. Am I not correct?
How do you know
my
this?
My sources are quite good, if I say so myself. But you trusted me, and now I shall trust you.
Why did
My
you join
job
me
was to
only
scout the
leave?
countryside, get bearings on enemy strongholds, and investigate weaknesses. Your mention of people surviving out in Devil's Crossing was intriguing, so I wanted to see it for myself. Having learned everything I could about the area, I felt it was time to return to my men in Homestead.
Your men?
Can't say I like it any more than they do, but I am working alongside the Black Legion. They are all that remain of the Imperium's forces.
First Blade of the Emperor?
I'm sure you have many questions, but now is not the time. We need to get these people to...
So how can I
came
help?
upon these refugees on my way through Smuggler's Pass. They were trapped and would soon have become food or entertainment for the trolls. I had to do something. Now we're stuck out here, caught in the midst of a battle between the trolls and the ethereal forces. The tunnel to Homestead is blocked by aether fire, and the only option now is a passage through the mountain deeps. It is a foul place at the bottom of the world, infested with all manner of terrible things that hate the sun. There is no way these people would survive down there. In Devil's Crossing, I saw that you had the power to open rifts. I need you to fight your way to Homestead, secure a rift, and come back for us. So please, help these people. Below is an entrance to the deeps. From there, you'll exit onto the dusty road that will lead you into Homestead. Be swift. I'm not sure how much longer.
Okay. So after eavesdropping, but I couldn't overhear. Up over here, you're going to the mountain deeps. Why? You see, my sister Dahlia got fed up with waiting while I lay here with a gaping wound in my side. Despite Olgrim's insistence that she stay, Dahlia set out into the depths on her own in search of rescue and medical supplies. It's been over a day now, and I'm afraid something must have happened. Yeah, sure. Do we go to the deeps from the left side? Yeah. If we go from the right side, we're gonna get got. Okay. Here we go. Mountain deeps. How much more can this thing go? Hey, I'm trying to look at my devotion here. Of 20, okay. So this keeps buffing up my lightning damage the more that... okay. Lightning and cold. Range dudes hit hard. Fine. Start. Yes. Gonna wear these green pants. Ocean, we finished the owl. What was the next thing I was gonna work on? I think it was the anvil I said. Expensive stuff. Yeah.
Can't do that yet.
Everything is poison down here.
Can't do that yet.
Well, not this one. Feels like they're trying to do Harry Potter Vada Kedavra, whatever that's called. You know, the old Vada Kedavra.
Skill's not ready.
I am dead. Holy crap. Okay, so those range dudes really gotta go first. They ain't nothing but trouble.
That skill's not ready.
It's blocked off. I think over there was the thing I have to do, because Dahlia's corpse, too late for rescue. Somewhere in there. To go around this way. That looks grand. I think I'll go check out what's up with all those electric spiders. That's not bad. Them's guys eyes can deals with. Alright, so we gotta go down here. Lightning's so good. Sending in poison, not so good. His corpse is somewhere in here. Hey. Looters. Actually, here. Okay. That's interesting. Keeping track of what dies and leaves behind a puddle of acid is also a thing.
That skill's not ready. Skill's not ready.
Shrewd this. Yeah, we're doing pretty well now. Oh, appears Dahlia Tavern has not survived the dangers of the mountainous depths. Bum, bum, ba-dum. I want to see what's over here. I don't want to miss out on something on here. This is how this game fills up 212 hours. not even loot. It's like, it's potentially shrines, which help me get devotion points.
That skill's not ready.
Which help me with building my character out a little more. Sometimes it's picking up alternate quests. There we go, that's everything. Alright. So we gotta go this way. Oh, dude, one of these days I might just play Skyrim. It's also how I sunk so many hours into Morrowind and never finished the main quest. And then when I decided to finish the main quest, my save file got overwritten by a sibling, and I was right there at the end. Right there at the end. I had golden saints inside soul gems that I used to enchant rings with armor and weapons, so they never lost durability. Those golden saints were like the best souls in the game. I think I put on an axe and a chest piece bound to like 2 rings. Travel through Smuggler's Pass, seek a way to Homestead. So where am I on the map now? Usually it tells you where you are. Probably in the rotting croplands, maybe? Prospector's Trail. Oh, there we are. Oh, we're right there. Okay. That was like right there at the end of Morrowind. And I was on Xbox. And sibling was like, oh, let me try what this game is. It's my fault though for using default save slot 1, I guess. But yeah, I went to go boot up the game and I was back in the starting area with that little wood elf that runs around at nighttime. And I'm like, this is not where I left off. And then also this. One-handed mace, no thank you. Withering Fields. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, this is probably the homestead right here. With all the pumpkins and the farm stuff. Coming up at least. What's this green stuff, dude? Why does it kill me so quickly standing on it? This is what they were talking about, the trolls and the Aether fighting each other, right? Yep. Yup. Nice. These are all possessed hunters that I'm just ganking, huh? Mines closed, Tyrant's Hold, Old Arcovia, Homestead. Tyrant's Hold. And the Pine Barrens. Probably should just go on up to Homestead, huh? Detonation site, yeah, so I gotta go across. I gotta go the way I was going. Up here to Homestead. I feel like we'll come to all this other stuff eventually. I don't want to go too crazy with map XP. There. Withering Fields, which will then lead us into Homestead, I believe. Which was, I guess, the point of tonight's stream, was to get to Homestead. We have to get to Homestead to get food for Devil's Crossing. Homestead. The slaughter. Elemental burn, electrocute. I'll take that. Alright, so the rift has been opened to Homestead. Douglas.
These are trying times, but we will persevere.
Welcome to Homestead, traveler. What brings you to our sanctuary? I come from Devil's Crossing. I understand your predicament, I truly do, but I'm afraid we are not in a position to help you right now. Frankly, we could use some help ourselves. With the Black Legion hell-bent on destroying every ethereal and Chthonian they see, they've lost sight of the issues plaguing the very people they're trying to protect. What's the problem? After the Grim Dawn, many of our neighbors were forced to abandon their homes and flee here. Together we built Homestead up into a sanctuary, but it came at a loss of countless other farmsteads. When the Black Legion arrived, we were able to recover a few fields, but not nearly enough to feed everyone. Oh. Forgot about turning this off. Hold on a second. Streamer mode. There we go. Chats. Game. But when the Black Legion arrived, we were able to recover a few fields, but not only enough to feed everybody. Captain Sommer insists the resources available to be sufficient for her campaign, and has deemed any further efforts to restore the farmland to be secondary to the Legion's mission. After the grim... continue. The Dermapterans, a vile infestation that plagues this land every few years, are running rampant throughout our lands, devouring all they see and laying their eggs. If we don't act soon, our harvest will be ruined and the land left barren. There are 2 farms just west of here belonging to Elmsworth and Thornsbury, which would be the ideal next steps in expanding our food production. If you can clear out Dermapteran egg clusters there, along with any Dermapteran protecting them, then perhaps I can convince the captain to at least assign guards to the farms and allow our men to work the fields. I'll see to it that you are justly compensated. Yes. Hello, my father's told me about you. It's not every day you meet someone friendly and understanding out there. He's always looking out for me, especially that mom's now passed. Okay. Seems our roads crossed again. Glad to see you survived the wilderness. I appreciate you letting me tell my side of the story back in the Arkovian foothills. Most people wouldn't bother getting all the details straight. Oh, this is the dude. Oh, if I killed this dude, he wouldn't be here right now. Dude who was being framed because he tried to make off with the daughter, the other guy that I let die. So I've gathered up quite a few interesting things while traveling out there. Don't suppose you'd be interested in buying something. Let's take a look. Oh, you're a vendor now.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Oh. Let's hold on to this. Let's sell that off. Spell. Overguard? What's overguard? No. 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 Boom, 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 boom. Fire, lightning. Ooh, we could use this stuff now. Okay, hold on.
Iron well spent.
Level 32, I could use this now. Lightning damage for sure. Attuned lodestone does what? Yeah, I need a lodestone now. How did I get the attuned one? Had stuff on physique, okay. Aware metal. Let's leave that one there. Plus 42 physique. We want this guy. Lightning, fire, cunning, offensive. But I need to get a couple more points. Where do I craft things, is my question. This guy. Aether damage, no. Hold. No. Piercing, bleeding, fire damage, lightning damage. Sure. What else doesn't have anything on it? I think everything else has at least one piece tied to it. I'm going to sell you some stuff. There you go. I'm going to sell off this. No. I'm going to sell off this. And that. Hold on to this. Let's finish exploring this zone. Homestead. Stay on your guard. The enemies of humanity are all around us. Strict orders, you can't do that. Cool. Stories. I hope you never have to meet the cult of Cthon. Depraved lunatics, traitors to humanity, who worship the very beings that threaten to destroy us all. If you ever wondered, truly evil exists within the hearts of men, look no further than the Bloodsworn. Okay. Just gotta look inside their heart. So if I let that person die, I'm glad I did the right thing there, I guess. Off with you. I've got inventory to do. Okay, see you later. Well, we got reading to do before we go to bed now? Yeah. The chest over here. Smuggler. Oh, Mr. Smuggler. How you doing over here? We're gonna sell all this stuff because it's garbage now. Yeah, all this stuff goes away. Let's sell it to you. What do you do?
My wares.
Alright, let's read. Black Legion Scouting Report. I write this letter to report of extreme and disturbing ethereal activity to the north of Homestead. I set off to the foothills and made my way through the warrens of some low stone walls, fences, and occasional farmhouses. I was careful to move in secret and remain undetected from the horrors that still roam the fields unchecked. I made it to the valley of the two hills near the river when I witnessed something I could barely comprehend. An unearthly black pillar that was neither stone nor flesh drifting slowly across the land as would a low cloud. A sickly green glow burned at its core, and a great writhing tendrils hung from somewhere underneath the shifting black shell. I watched in mounting dread as the unholy obelisk slowed, then without warning burrowed the hooks of the dangling tentacles into the ground. The ground began to wither and glow with the same unwholesome green. It was then that the obelisk pulled itself into the ground. The sound that made me feel as if the earth was dying began glowing so bright I could hardly look. Its power seeped into the ground, twisting and corrupting as it spread. I lingered for nearly an hour in that place, and in that time a great distance around the obelisk had been changed. I was about to leave when the obelisk erupted from the ground and drifted to an untouched patch of land to begin the cycle again. We must act soon or there will be nothing left to save. So that's what all the green stuff is, I guess, on the ground. Inquisitor Creed, 7th entry. Alright, much time has passed since my last entry. Following my escape from Krieg's laboratory, I have raced against time and lost. Passed through darkness and flame, and witnessed the ruin of the world as I knew it. Even as I assumed that the figures in the capital were likely to be possessed by the entities we now call ethereals, I reasoned that it was only with support from within the capital that we could hope to thwart them. Any action that began outside the capital could be spun as political rebellion and crushed with the Empire's own forces before the truth could be exposed. Thus, I cast the dice and raced toward the heart of Erolon, trying to conceal myself as best I could. Upon my arrival, I proceeded cautiously, booking a room at the squalid inn near the west gates. In an effort to keep my arrival secret, I initially sought out old acquaintances, assuming if I could detect some change in personality or behavior, it might reveal possession. A few awkward reunions made it painfully obvious that years on the road carrying out my duties as an Inquisitor had left me out of touch and unable to discern whether any changes were the result of possession or just the passage of time and faded memories. The only gamble left was to report back to the Citadel of the Luminari and see what came of it. I never made it there. Waiting until the sunlight dwindled and the crowds thinned in the streets below, I rose to leave, but was quite startled to see that a shadowy figure had somehow silently breached my room, evading all of the wards I set against intruders. This is how I came into cooperation with the First Blade. Ugh. That's a big old bunch of lore. I like it. Alright, so nobody has anything for me to do or to like talk about things aside from... Alright, talk to Douglas. Don't want to grow up what you got there. Yeah, Black Legion Footman. Hold on, Soulmaster Lascelle? What is that? Soulmaster? Or why did I say Soulmaster? Scoutmaster? I can't read, I swear. I'd best describe it as somewhere between in trouble and royally screwed. We have ethereals to the south and west working on some deplorable creations in those abandoned farms, I'm sure. The cultists are assaulting us from the north. They've been capturing any stragglers and bringing them to their blood farms to harvest for chthonic rituals. Those are the lucky ones. The others will get strung up like scarecrows for the birds to have their feast. Finally, we have the Dermapteran infestation to the west, so as long as they stay to the fields, we don't want anything to do with them. We're spread thin as it is. So they're in a bad position. Like, they're in the middle of a giant pincer move. Or pincer move. Get out of here, please. Thank you. Got all that. Got this part here. Clear out the Dermaptean clusters. Douglas tells me that you're going out to the Thornsbury and Elmsworth farms. I hope you're as tough as you look. Not to be trifled with. I'll be careful. As far as I can see, they're only here because it serves their purposes as the defensible location. They take what they want in the name of their dead emperor in order to better serve us. They won't even help us with the Dermapteran infestation. Captain Somner says they pose no threat. We'll see how much of that threat they pose when we'll starve to death because the food ran out. I'll see what I can do. Denny Oldbarrow. Hello, stranger. We don't get many visitors out here. Where do you hail from? Devil's Crossing. Heard that place got hit pretty hard there in Burwich. Seems you survived, though. Pretty bad shape. Seems everywhere you go these days there's nothing but ruins and suffering. I can't imagine the world ever recovering. Okay. Alright, so that's it for this part. I think the next piece I have to do is... Dead Man's Gulch. Hold on a second. Dead Man's Gulch was here. This is to tell the guy of his sister being dead, right? Yeah. Yeah, she's dead. I had a feeling. Okay, cool. Thanks for your money. What about you
So
now?
how doomed are we?
Secure away via
Good
Riftgate.
work. I can't say I enjoyed my first travel by Rift, but it's certainly better than the...
Even see you there. Forgot about coming back to get them. I totally forgot about that. Homestead. Or Homestead. Now, Old Grim's all the way up here.
I wasn't sure you'd make it, but you pulled through. I wish that was the end of our troubles, but there is a mounting threat on the horizon that threatens to wipe us all. I'm going to check in with Creed here, but I suggest you speak to Captain Somer. She's the Black Legion officer in charge of this sorry bunch. Look for the grumpy middle-aged hag in Black Legion armor. She will fill you in on the situation.
Okay. Homestead bounties. Oh, here she is.
I'll skip the pleasantries. Olgrim tells me you're one tough slip, and right now that's what I need most. Will you fight for the Black Legion? The
Where do you
Legion
need me?
is split on two fronts. To the north, we have the Cult of Cthulhu. Nasty bastards keen on turning all of us into a puddle of blood for their rituals. I have my best men out there right now scouting ahead. The cultists are amassing in great numbers, and I'd like to know why.
Okay.
There is a more pressing issue, however, and this is where you come in. Olgrim says that you are experienced with fighting the ethereals. That's good. You'll need all your skills for this one. Far to the west, beyond the infested farms and the rotting croplands, there is an area teeming with ethereals that we have started calling the Gruesome Harvest.
The gruesome
It is a fitting
harvest.
title as the ethereals have been gathering corpses, animal and human alike, in order to conduct their sick resurrection techniques upon them. The barn there has been giving off a blinding aether light non-stop for the last few days and nights. That
Whoop.
is today.
I clicked something off screen.
I
Didn't
see
want
you've
to do that.
returned. The
Ready to need
Legion
me?
is split on two fronts. To
That's
the
until
north,
today.
we have the Cult of Cthulhu.
Whatever they're working on, it must be
Nasty
nearly
bastards
finished.
keen on turning all
Can't
of
rest the
us
ethereals
into a
discovering what we
puddle of
know
blood
about
for
their
their
creation.
rituals.
When
I
someone
have my best men
Okay.
out there right
got it. But oh, hello. Weapons Master looks over the supplies inside. It's a damn shame about the cannons. This place would feel a lot better if, let's say, if we had a few of those beauties mounting up at the walls. We had no choice but to abandon them on the road when the ethereals attacked us in force. Thankfully, the bastards don't know a thing about artillery. What if we recover them? Then I would call you insane. Treading into that area is nothing short of suicide. There's a reason we call it the conflagration now. It's overrun with ethereals. Even the very ground will cook you alive with aether fire. You like living? Stay out of that place. Just watch. Just watch me do the dumb thing. Why don't you threaten me with a mission or two? Alright. I think right there is where we're going to call it, because it is getting late. And I want to go to bed so I can do things tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you're on YouTube, do not forget to drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subbed to the channel, ring the notification bell. You will get alerted when I go live, which is going to be twice tomorrow. We're going to go live sometime during the day, playing I don't even know what. And then we're going to be here normally at 7 p.m. like usual, picking up where we left off on Grim Dawn. It is my birthday tomorrow, so that's why we're having the 2 streams. Look forward to seeing you guys there. If you're on Twitch, do not forget to drop a follow. It's the easiest way to drop support for the channel. But yeah, we'll see what's going on tomorrow. And just yeah. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a good one, and I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Bye.